Former U.S. Secretary of State and Bilderberger Henry Kissinger had a wonderful quip way back in probably the 1970s. He was probably talking to Barbara Walters in an interview, and what Henry said was he was talking about sex appeal of men. Himself. He was talking about himself. And Henry Kissinger said, power is the ultimate. Sorry, I'll try it again. Power is the ultimate aphrodisiac. And thus, I could tag that one on to the Monica Lewinsky-Bill Clinton scandal of the white splotch on the blue dress in the Oval Office. Everyone knows that Monica Lewinsky gave Bill Clinton a blowjob in the White House presidential office, the Oval Office. Dank memes. Now, what else do we want to remind ourselves about when it comes to Henry Kissinger? We want to remind you that Kissenger is inserted into many different stories of planet Earth. And the main thing I want to remind you is that Henry Kissinger is about 98 years old. He's still alive, and he's still a Bilderberger, which means he considers his way to be the way that Earth shall go. And so, do you want that? Or do you think perhaps, he's a German Jewish American white male. What do we know about his character? Well, we're told that when he was told Agenda 21, which was some kind of a weird agenda of the Bilderbergers, that they wanted to reduce world population. And so they invented bioweapons to use on people. And that one of the bioweapons that was submitted for Agenda 21 was the HIV virus that was reportedly made at Fort Detrick, Maryland, the U.S. Army Bioweapons Center. And possibly we have also many other ideas, but you have to remember Kissinger was instrumental in everything that went on during the Nixon administration about what was going on in the Vietnam War. I don't know on the scale of consciousness where Henry Kissinger is, but if you do muscle testing, you could calibrate the consciousness of Henry Kissinger, maybe in 1975 and maybe today, to see if he's the same or he's changed, and whether he, has he hit 540. Dr. David R. Hawkins of Consciousness Research said 540, which is unconditional love, is doable for every human that hears these messages, because you can change, and part of being able to change is to understanding, I'm going to accept that I'm a flawed human. God knows I've made mistakes, and everyone can say this. So, are you going to say, I accept this and I am never going to improve? Or are you going to say, I don't know if I can improve, but I'm definitely going to put effort in to improving my consciousness? Okay, Jokey McFlokey is going to remind you all that seriousness aside, we have got to let go of all of our rigid intellectual opinions that were brainwashed into us by the lives we have led to this point, to this day. So the same for you, same for me, same for that one over there. We are going to have to rely upon us simply watching what's going on and becoming astounded at some of the new opinions that appear to come out of our mouths without us even thinking about it. And sometimes we might be given to go, that's appalling, or that's bizarre, or, my God, this is a weird dream I'm having today. And then the other parts will all chime in. Next thing you know, you've got a bunch of drunken sailors generally fornicating in obscene, lewd manners in the Royal Navy of Great Britain. The tyrant who was conquering the world on behalf of a queen who was set up in line with earlier queens like Elizabeth, and she had her court astrologer John Dee, who was the famous one to make contact with the angels and putting the angels to work at doing the bidding of Elizabeth I. So did he contact angels or demons for hire? The answer is we don't know, but if you know muscle testing, you could definitely ask questions about, like all these other people that were into magic. And, did you ever hear of this guy, John Dee, before? Well, he had some fans, apparently. Aleister Crowley, the great beast, the magician of Great Britain. And then there was a guy in California that they were going to be making a movie about, and I don't know if it ever did get made, but he was involved in rocketry in California. We think his name is Jack Parsons. Jack Parsons, yes. Another man who was into magic. And, I don't know what else to tell you because I'm getting too cold, and that's enough.